Hi Mark, I'm Alice. I'm going to read the article this week. The title is 45 Taiwanese Foods We Can't Live Without. From mountains of flavor-shaped ice to chicken-cooked glads as big as your face, Taiwanese eating always comes with superlatives. Small eats, and a lot of them, are the big thing in Taiwan. The culinary philosophy here is eat often and eat well. Sure, there is the internationally accepted 3 meals a day dining format, but why be so limited when you can make like the Taiwanese and indulge in gourmand snacking at any time of the day? The Taiwanese capital, Taipei, has around 20 streets dedicated to snacking. Every time you think you found the best street-sized bao, the most incredible stinky tofu, or a mind-blowing beef noodle soup, there is always another Taiwanese food shop that surprises us. The island's food is a mashup of the cuisine of the Minnan, Teochew, and Hokkien Chinese communities, among with Japanese cooking. It is culinary love-in with diversely delicious upstream. Arguments about the best foods of Taiwan risk ruining relationships and lifelong friendships. Food is serious, it's respected, it's all excellent in Taiwan. First, braised pork fries. Where there is a wipes of smoke from the kitchen chimney, there will be lu rou fan, braised pork with rice, goes the Taiwanese saying. The popularity of the humble dishes cannot be overstated. Lu rou fan is always synonymous with Taiwanese food. The Taipei city government launched a braised pork rice is our campaign last year after Meat Chilling Green Guide Taiwan claimed the dish was from Shandong province in mainland China. A good bowl of lu rou fan comprises finely chopped, not quite miced pork bellies though cooked in aromatic soy sauce with 5 spices. There should be an ample amount of fatness, in which lies the magic. The meat is spooned over hot rice, a little sweet, a little salty. Braised pork rice is comfort food perfected. Jingfeng Lu Rou Fan, 10 Roosevelt Road, Section 1, Zhonghan District, Taipei City. Number 2 is beef noodle. You know a food is an obsession when it gets on its own vegetable. Beef noodle soup inspires competitiveness and innovations in chefs. Everyone wants to claim the title of beef noodle king. From visiting New Baba for one of the most expensive bowl of beef noodle soup in the world, 10,000 or US $334, to a serendipitous foray into the first makeshift noodle snack shakes you spot. It's almost impossible to have a bad beef noodle experience in Taiwan. Lingdong Fan's beef snakes with an al dente noodle in herbal soup are the perennial favorites. The street size its secret weapon is the dollop of homemade chilled butter at last. Number 3 is oyster omelette. Here is a snack that really showcases the fat of the land in Taiwan. You've got something from the sea and something from the soil. The eggs are the perfect foil for the little oyster easily found around the island, while sweet potato starch is added to give the whole thing a gooey cheapness, a signature Taiwan food's texture. No wonder the soup of both best snacks to represent Taiwan in a port of 1,000 Taiwanese by Global Views Monthly a few years back. Number 4 is bubble tea. Bubble tea represents the QQ food textures that Taiwanese love. The phrase refers to something that is especially chewy, like the tapioca balls forming the bubbles in bubble tea. It's said this unusual drink was invented out of boredom. Liu Han shade threw some sweetness tapioca putting in her rice assumed tea on the fateful day in 1988, and the great Taiwanese culinary expert was born. Variations on the themes include taro-flavored tea, jasmine tea, and coffee served cold or hot. Number 5 is milkfish. How popular is milkfish in Taiwan? So popular that it had its own themes museum in Anping, and there is a milkshakes culture festival in Kaohsiung. The bunny fish might pose the challenges for amateur, but its love for its tender meat and economical price tag. Milkfish is prepared in numerous ways. In a congee, porridge, pan-fried, and fishbowl soup or braised. For home-style preparations, Bradshaw Izakaya-style restaurant James Kitchen serves pan-fried milkfish with lime. A bowl of scallions lard rice is a great compliment. Number 6 is slack season danzai noodles. You've got to love a place called Slack Seasons, and it should be one of the first pit stop on any culinary trips to Taiwan. The iconic eatery originated in Tainan about a century ago. A fisherman sold noodles during the slack fishing season, and the joint became unsuccessful. He quit his original trade altogether. The signature bowl of slack season noodles is served in shrimp soup with bean sprouts, grenadiers, mice pork, and fresh shrimps. The bowl of comforting flavor is so addictive that a man from Thailand supposedly ate 18 bowls in a row at this restaurant. Number 7 is pan-fried bun. Like the fluffiness of cake and the crunchiness of potato chips, the pan-fried bun gives you the best of both worlds. The buns are made with spongy white Chinese bread that is pan-fried on the bottom. Break one open to reveal the moist porky filling. A Shanghainese staple, the Taiwanese version diverges in 2 ways. It's slightly bigger in size and it hits the pan upside down. Number 8 is guabao. It is a hamburger, Taiwan style. A steam-bound sandwich, a hearty filling of braised pork belly, pickled Chinese cabbage, and powdered peanuts. The filling is chopped into small pieces and mixed together, so there is a bit of everything in every bite. Western hamburgers might benefit from the same treatment. Take a big mouthful and enjoy the salty, sour, and sweet flavor and the crispy pork swimming in your mouth. Number 9 is iron egg. It's called iron egg because it's too tough. Its chewy eggs, little eggs dyed black from long braising in soy sauce, are the highly addictive Taiwanese food. Often made from equal eggs, the protein balls are cooked for hours in soy sauce, then air-dried. The process is repeated over several days until the snacks become tough and acquire the desired amount of chewness. Number 10 is pineapple cake. This iconic Taiwanese pastry, mini piles filled with candidate's pineapple, is one of Taiwan's best food souvenirs. For one of the best pineapple cake experience, try Sunny Hills, which use only local pineapples. The result is a darker filling, roasted textures, and a saltier taste. The pies at other shops are filled with a mix of pineapple and chewable bites of winter melon. They have a fruity sweetness and a golden casting of crumbly, buttery pastry. Stores that replace pineapple completely with winter melons to cut costs are committing a big no-no. Number 11 is tian bula. Tian bula refers to fish paste that's been molded into various shapes and sizes, deep fried, then boiled in the broth. Before eating, the pieces of soiled fish paste are taken from the broth and smothered in brown sauce. Doesn't sound like much, but tian bula delivers plenty of sweet flavors and chewy textures. making it a beloved Taiwanese food. The food is basically a Taiwanese take on Japanese oden, with more saccharine tougher fish cake and signature sauce. When you finish the piece of the cake, there's more to come. Get some soup from the vendors and add it to the remaining sauce in the bowl. Mix and drink the resulting flavor bomb. Number 12 is Ba Wan. Ba Wan is a Taiwanese mega dumpling made with dough of rice flour, cornstarch, and sweet potato starch. It looks almost translucent after cooking. Pork, veggies, and sometimes eggs are stuffed inside and roti powder on top. It's believed Ba Wan was invented during times of scarcity. The simple pork dumpling becomes a luxurious snack enjoyed only during the Lunar New Year festival. Number 13 is fried chicken. Taiwan deserves a special place in the Fried Chicken Hall of Fame. Not only has it made a giant fried chicken cutlet, number 35 on the list, a cult classic, but its popcorn chicken is dangerously addictive. The chicken is chopped into bite-sized pieces, marinated, steeped in batter, and deep-fried. A generous springe of salt and pepper complete the morsels. It's a ubiquitous snack on the city street. Number 14. Flaky Scotland pancake. There are few things more appetizing than the slice of the flaky Scotland pancake being slowly torn apart. Add cheese and eggs fillings to maximize the visuals. Devour this night market staple in a few bites to ensure it stays steaming hot and chewy. Shira Night Market, Shira Road. Number 15 is oysters vermicelli. A bowl of grey oyster vermicelli should have a thick, flavorful soup base while the thin rice noodles and oyster retain their distinct texture. Some people add chopped intestines for the funky dimensions to the soup. It's a gooey, sloppable dish with an intense briny taste. Number 16 is stinky tofu. This could be the world's premier love in it or hate it snack, and Taiwan does it just right. The fragrant cube of bean fruit is deep-fried and wrapped with the sweet and spicy sauce. If you hold your nose, it looks and tastes just like a blend of piece of fried tofu, with the crispy casing and soft centers like pudding. But what's the fun in eating that? Inhale deeply and release the stench. The smaller, the better. Number 17 is sweet potatoes. Leaving taste, smell, and nutritional value aside, the sweet potatoes stand out for one particular reason among Taiwanese food. Its shape's a bit like an island. Taiwan-grown sweet potatoes are added to soup with ginger, roasted by street vendors. Is often converted from oil drums, ground to the flour, and added to other dishes to give textures, or tried into sweet potato chips. As long as the beloved fruit vegetable is in it, Taiwanese love it. Number 18 is shaved ice mountain. One good thing about the hot, humid, and stormy Taiwan summers is the excuse to eat the shaved ice mountain. A pile of shaved ice is heaped with fresh fruit and flavorings such as mango pieces, juice, and sweet condensed milk. The result is super appealing just by looks alone. A more traditional take uses freshly made mini rice bowls. Number 19 is pepper cake. A must-try as Rohan Night Market's pepper cakes are crabsy pastry pockets filled with juicy pork that infused with the aromatic bites of black pepper. Bake on the wood of a clay oven. The pieces are delicious adds to the pepper blend. Eat more than one. where only you have to wait again in the long queue for more. Number 20 is Dumpling and Din Tai Fung Dumpling House. 小笼包 may be the Shanghai's delicacies, but some argue that Taiwanese perfected it. Taiwanese restaurant Din Tai Fung does its Shanghai comrades proud with its succulent pork soup dumpling. Din Tai Fung bite-sized 小笼包 have a consistently high quality. Their pepper thins wrapping hold rich hot broth and tender pork meatballs. Gaps can be heard intermittently at Din Tai Fung. The diners brave and scalding hot soup that squirt out a pound beating the dumpling. Number 21 is fishbowl soup. What's better than fresh seafood? Bowls of fresh seafood, of course. Look for handmade fish bowls in Taiwan. They tend to have more air in the bowl, thus allowing more broth to be soaked up. They also have a bouncier chew. Number 22. Ribs stewed in mechanical herbs. This is Taiwanese versions of back cut, the Chinese soups that are also popular in Singapore and Malaysia. In Taiwan, the soup is slow cooked in Chinese medicines, extracting the essence from pork bones and more than 40 nutritious herbs, roots, and dried fruit. It's yummy and good for you too, especially for keeping warm in winter. There isn't much meat on the lean bones, but the point of the dish is the soup. Don't be shy to pick the bones up and shuck the soup off. You might even be considered strange if you don't. Number 22. Goose. Goose. Bred on Taiwan farms that never was wasted. From the skin to the blood, they're made into delicious dishes. Salted and smoked cheese in Hawaii are revelatory. Every bite of the juice goose might with slightly smoked skin tastes like a pure celebration of poultry. Or you could try one of the bistro La Pointe bowls of steamed rice topped with goose, chili oil, and XO sauce. The rice grains are an ideal vehicle for goose fat and flavor. Number 24. 顶边错. 顶边错 is the bowl of slippery rice flour pasta. Rice flour batter in pouring around the side of the huge heated wok, sliding and spreading along the hot metal and forming slices for rice flour noodle. When dried, the sheets are cut into smaller pieces that become very thin and very chewy noodles when cooked as 顶包错. 吴家顶包错 is a century-old family business. Its 顶包错 is served with handmade pork cakes, string cakes, cabbage, downy, and bamboo shoots. Number 25. Taiwanese sausage with sticky rice. Taiwanese pork sausage alone is a superstar at the night markets, but when served as a snack translated a little sausage into big sausage, it's possibly unbeatable. It's like hot dog, but instead of the buns, sticky rice is stuffed inside sausage casing to make an oversized rice sausage. That's then slip open to stuffing a pork sausage. So it's a little sausage inside a big one. Get it? Number 26. Muaji. These gluttonous rice balls are soft as marshmallows and filled with sweet or salty things. The most traditional mochi are filled with red bean paste and rolled in peanuts powder. But in recent years, strawberry jam, sing-sang paste, green tea jam, and peanuts paste have become popular fillings. You can learn how to make a mochi at the Royal Taiwan Mochi Museum. Around US $5 per person. Number 27. Lantern soy sauce braised food. No matter what you choose from the Latin blue way food style, it'll honest taste on the signature 5-spice soy sauce. It's a little sweet, not too salty, and very aromatic with the cloves, starch, anise, cinnamon, and other spices. Pick up your preferred ingredients and the shapes will cook in the pot of special sauce. It's a perfect light meal before the big night out. You should expect to wait the line as the chef never rushes. He takes his time to allow the foods to absorb the sauce. Number 28. Sun cakes. Originating in Taichung, the suncake is just a flaky pastry filled with malt toast. And yet, this sweet nothing has come that represents Taichung City and is the souvenir sought out by visitors. Countless suncake shops flourishing in Taichung, all claiming to be the original store, but maybe it's time for them to shine. The genuine original suncake store, Taiyang Bakery, closed down when the 68 years old boss decides to retire. Number 29 is tube rice pudding. Sticky rice and Chinese mushrooms are filled with the seasoning and stuffed into the bamboo tube together with pork and egg. The tube of the rice is steamed again to further soften the texture until it becomes a cylindrical pudding. Da Qiao Tou started making its rice pudding in a stall under the bridge more than 4 decades ago. The business has since expanded, but the rice pudding stays the same. You should be sure to add the homemade turnip laced with spicy sauce to the tasty. Number 30 is Taiwanese breakfast. 3 elements to start a day right with Taiwanese food include sesame flat bread, deep-fried Chinese donuts, and soy milk. Blogger John H. from A Hungry Girl's Guide to Taipei says her favorite breakfast is from Fu Huang. I love the thick sesame flat bread at Fu Hang because it has the slight sweetness, a thin crispy layer, and the soft centers from coming straight out of the hot metal barrel. Many sea-made flaked breads are dry and flaky, but Fu Huang shows where they're often a half-hour wait there on the weekends. Number 31 is pig's blood rice pudding. The mix of the pig's blood and sticky rice is stuck on the end of stick like a lollipop. For a final Taiwanese touch, the pudding is coated in a sweet peanut powder. Basketball star Jeremy Lin Shu Hao named pig blood rice cake as the one his favorite snack on his recent visits to Taiwan. If it's good enough for Lin, it's good enough for us. Number 32 is 3-cup chicken. 3-cup chicken is cooked in a cup of rice wine, a cup of oil, and a cup of soy sauce. To this Taiwanese culinary triumvirate is 8 fresh basil, chilies, and garlic for an irresistible combination. Some kitchens have a different definition of 3-cup chicken, involving a cup of wine, a cup of salmon oil, and a cup of sugar. Number 33 is tam sui age. Age comes from the Japanese abronrich, which are deep-fried tofu packets. Taiwanese age are stuffed with mung bean noodles and sealed off with fish paste. A typical sweet spicy sauce completed the snack. The tofu soak up the soup is cooked in, so each bite bursts with broth. Paired with the soy milk, the age makes a great savory breakfast. Number 34. Bantiao. Bantiao, flat rice noodles, has such a rapid following that many Taiwanese will drive long distance in search of the most authentic bowl. The thick, flat, slippery noodles made from glutinous rice are part of the Hakka culinary tradition and best sampled in Kaohsiung, Meinong district. Stir-fried bantiao with pork has a rustic taste and texture. Many find the dish is more comforting when served in hot soup. Number 35 is hot stock large fried chicken. According to a Taipei Times report of 2011, Taiwanese devoured more than 250,000 fried chicken cutlets a day. Piled up each other, that would make chicken cutlets tower 10 times as tall as Taipei 101, the island's tallest skyscraper at 508 meters. Go to hot start for the original oversized chicken cutlet. The enormous slice of meat, as big as your face, is very moisty with the crispy crust. A generous coating of 5-spice powder and pepper gives it a kick. Starting as a small counter at Shilin night markets, hot dog is now a Taiwanese food franchise represented in Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore. Number 36 is anything with cuttlefish. Taiwan gets a lot of cuttlefish, and Rio Station pig spiked with cuttlefish skewers can be found everywhere in the southern tips of the island. Although the thick codfish soup with herbs and baijiu is the typical Taiwanese winter warmer, one of the best ways to enjoy the mollusk is fresh out of the seawater, straight onto the charcoal grill. A smoky aroma duck grill marks glancing flour fish eggs and dusting of salt and pepper make up the scenes. Number 37 is 爱玉 jelly. Very whoopy and hardly tasting of anything. 爱玉 jelly takes on the flavor of whatever it's eaten with, added to the lemonade and shaved ice for the refreshing summer drink. The jelly gives the liquids a found gloopy texture. Number 38 is 皮蛋豆腐. Black, white, and singly blend pindan tofu is a likely candidate for love at first bite friend. But after a few tries, it becomes a minor addiction for many eaters. 皮蛋, or century eggs, is a duck egg preserved in clays with seasonings. With time, the egg's white turns into the translucent black jelly and the yolk develops a unique flavor. It's topped with sesame oil, vinegar, soy sauce, corianders, chopped spring onions, and sometimes pork floss. Mash it up and it really do it. Number 39 is steamed spring roll. To describe it as a non-deep fried version of the spring roll would be unfair, as round bean, steamed spring roll as imagined before the spring roll. Every Taiwanese household had its own recipes for round bean. During festival, family gathered at the table to have a round bean wrapping party. Each person chooses their own fillings from a buffet and roasts their own round bean. Besides serving delicious round bean, Xinye at Taipei 101 also offers an incomparable view of the city. Number 40. Spicy hotspot. Taiwanese are made for spicy hot pot, and who couldn't be? The bubbling pots of broth are filled with all sorts of Chinese herbs and spices to create a rich flavor for all of the raw, fresh ingredients, and diners will dip into it. New hot places pop up in Taiwan every day, each with the gimmick to attract insatiable hotspot dinner. There's all-you-can-eat hot pot and yakiniku served at the same table. There's bubble tea hot pot for the jade, but it's ordinary spicy hot pot with quality ingredients that stands the time of time. While Taiwan's spice levels don't come close to Chongqing, just pretty piquant. Head to perennial hotspot favorite and clive magnets audience for the glam Taiwanese hotspot experience. Number 41 is Tiger Strip Chicken Guabao. At many places, Tiger Strip Chicken Guabao can be thought as the Taiwanese answer to Big Mac. At all new restaurant in Kaohsiung, however, the humble dishes get us the upscale treatment. The restaurant uses pumpkin and edible bamboo charcoal powders to create yellow and black strip bun, then fills it with deep fryers and braised chicken fillets in soy sauce and tomato sauce. The result is a sweet and sour flavor that differs from typical guabao. Number 42 is chicken wing rice roll. The chicken wing rice roll makes the impossible possible, eating chicken fried rice in a night market with one hand. A boneless chicken wings is stuffed with the fried rice and marinates in a heavenly combination of sesame, oil, and secret sauce. It's so good to eat starter chicken wrap rice craze in Kaohsiung Ruifeng Night Market with various fillings such as kimchi fried rice and curry rice. Number 43 is giant pork bowl soup. The best pork bowls are made from fresh meat, hand ground and pounded with the mallet until it attains a doughy texture. The giant pork bowls in stock soup from Taipei Ningxia Night Market are as big as the baby fist. Their size as well as their whole bump in the meatball during the pounding, lacking an amazing amount of juice and flavor. The Chinese name illustrates the experience of eating one's meat bitterly. The literal translation is bursting juice giant pork bowl. Pork bowls are sometimes mixed with ingredients such as Chinese mushrooms and cuttlefish to enrich textures and add flavor. Number 44 is Wk11 bakery bread in Taiwan. Seriously? We hear you thinking, but it isn't just a bread we're talking about. It's from Wk11, a world baking champion with many award-winning loaves to its name. The bread that won the international baking competition Capitu Mari de la Manglagreen in 2010 is the bakery Ichi Rose bread. It made with mulled wines, Ichi, lychee, and rose petals. Wk11 also won the Louis Lasserie Cup in 2007 and a silver medal at the 2008 Bakery World Cup. Another signature of the store is wine logan bread with smoked cloves, French wine, and California walnuts. Number 45 is biandang. A lot of Taiwanese have love-hate relationship with Taiwan biandang, bento, the takeaway large box that packs rice with the main dish, usually the type of meat, and small, often unappealing side dishes such as fried and preserved vegetables. It's a convenient, quick, cheap, less than $3, and generally decent way to eat. Biandang isn't one of the most delicious food in Taiwan, but it's a staple for countless working parents and busy abandoned nights. Bentong with chicken cutlet is a good biandang choice. Found at convenience stores and major high-speed rail stations around Taiwan. Originally published June 2012, updated January 28, 2014. I finished my reading. Thank you, Mark. Bye bye.